There is only one thing in life that is almost important like football. That is fantasy football, but only when you win. Welcome to the UEFA Champions League Fantasy Football Show presented by PlayStation, but I'm not by myself here.
No, you're not by yourself. We have also got...
Me, Gaizka Mendieta.
Me, Joe Worsley.
Me, Tancredi Palmieri.
Gaizka, hit it!
And not only that, with us there are Bayern Munich's Joshua Kimmich, PSV Eindhoven Nicolas Isimat-Mirin, Brugge's Timmy Simons, and the Celtic duo Kieran Tierney and Scott Brown.
And not forgetting CSK Moscow head coach Leonid Slutsky, who'll be letting us know who to keep your eye on ahead of match day 3. Gaizka, go on!
Again! How do you feel, Gaizka?
I'm very good, thank you.
See, everything comfortable?
Yes.
You know who's feeling that good? Look at this guy, Arkadiusz Milik,
Yeah, I know.
6 months out. Also, Luka Modric and Sergio Ramos won't be in Real Madrid against Lechia, and Toby Alderweireld missing his Tottenham game.
Look on the bright side, because over at Bayern, Douglas Costa, he's back in training, terrorising defences. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be back, and also the little big man himself, Lionel Messi. Anyway, welcome, Gaizka. What do you think of how we've done the place?
It's amazing. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, nice
Great
ball
memories.
back.
Yeah, yes.
How's your game?
My game is very good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's strong?
Doing my homework. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone make it into Team of the Week for match day 2 for you?
They will.
They will?
They will.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's have a look at that Team of the Week then.
Hi there, Jamie Hinks here from DraftKings.co.uk, and I've got the UCL Fantasy Football Team of the Week from Matchday 2. So starting off in goal, I've got Alphonse Areola in there, had 8 points for Paris Saint-Germain against Ludogorets. Next up is Basel, and he could well get another clean sheet, I think. Into the defence, it's dominated by Copenhagen players who got that good win against Club Brugge. Ludvig Augustinsson had 2 assists in that game, 10 fantasy points. Alongside him, Mathias Jorgensen, 11 points, outdid his teammate. So into midfield, another Copenhagen player, 5.5 million, Thomas Delaney, had a great game against Club Brugge. Next up's Porto, it's going to be tough for the 3 of them. Now it's the big guns, onto the forwards. Luc de Jong of PSV Eindhoven, he's a goal machine. Next to him up front is Edson Cavani, who's had a great season at PSG so far. He's filling that hole left by Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the summer very, very well. And lastly, Moussa Dembele, 2 goals for Celtic against Manchester City, and he scored 10 points on that occasion for only €6 million.
Good stuff. Well, Dani Alves. Let's talk about him. A clean sheet against Dynamo Zagreb on match day 2, but Lyon away up next on match day 3. What do you think? Another clean sheet?
Another one, and it won't be the last one, I'm sure, because a great professional is fit very well in the Italian football, which is not easy, and it tells a lot of the characteristics of Dani Alves.
But as you say in Spanish, te lo esperabas. You expected anyway that Dani Alves would perform,
Well,
right?
you expect a lot of things, but you still have to do it.
Obviously. But what was unexpected, it was what Copenhagen had done in the match day 2. They won 4-0, and in the best 11 of the match day 2, there were not 1, not 2, 3 Copenhagen players.
As a team, I think a lot of teams have to learn from them and the way they play.
Now then, Gaizka, when we heard you were coming on, we appealed to the good people of Facebook to send us some questions for you.
Okay.
To answer. So they came flooding in.
Did they?
So the first
That's
one, let's hear from Mario Sama. He wants to know, who was the best player you played against ever?
Ever?
Ever.
Wow, good question. For me, I think a player against a lot of great players, big players, with and against, but ones that really stands out for me, and I didn't succeed in the way he should probably in the Champions League, was Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo is unbelievable.
Ronaldo the Brazilian.
Is he Brazilian?
Well, yeah, Ronaldo is Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is Ronaldo.
And I was in a party in Rio de Janeiro with him at last Olympics, but that's another story.
That's another team.
Yeah. Another sport. Ahmadin Meni wants to know, what is your favorite footballer of all time? You can say Ronaldo again, eh?
Ronaldo and myself.
Yeah, okay.
Well, me always being a midfielder, always enjoying this kind of role and looking up these players, trying to improve myself. I always look up to Ruud Gullit. Ruud Gullit was for me the player that I look at.
For their style, similar.
No. Well, it was a bit longer, not the threads, but it's still long hair.
Well, the final question is, actually, it's from my dad. He's not
Your
on
dad?
Facebook. I don't even think he knows what Facebook is.
Okay.
But he said, if you ever meet Gaizka Mendieta, make sure you ask him what it was like to play in 2 Champions League finals. So go on, put him out of his misery. What was it like?
Oh, yeah. Well, let him know that It was like now looking back, it was great because I think it brought to the club a lot of pride and honor in the way how difficult it is to play Champions League finals. At the time, especially the second Champions League final was very tough to take in. But still, like I said, it was big times for the club. We never thought we could do that, and we've reached it. And
We
I think
prepared a surprise for you. We prepared a
Did
surprise
it?
for you.
Okay.
Look, this wall is fantastic. There are all the programs from each final. And here, look, final of 2000, final of 2001,
Yeah.
the two that you have played.
Together, yeah?
Yeah, we have covered the teams that were there.
A little
Don't worry,
bit, yeah, okay.
don't worry. Whatever it
Well,
happened,
it's not that bad.
no, whatever it happened, as Hector Cooper used to tell you, yo soy contigo.
Yeah, okay.
Hallo, ich bin Kimmich. Ich habe bisher 14 Punkte gesammelt und ich würde mich sehr freuen, wenn du mich in deinem Fantasy-Team aufstellen würdest.
Pour la troisième journée contre le Bayern Munich, je vous recommande de prendre David Proper. Car il est intelligent, il a son point de vue aussi et c'est un bon gars.
Zet me in jullie fantasy team. Nou, als je mij zou willen veranderen of wisselen, zou ik Ruud Vormer nemen. Altijd iemand die voorop gaat in de strijd, karaktervol en een winnaar.
In matchday 3, the game against Gladbach, I recommend you pick Moussa Dembele.
For a matchday 3 game against Mönchengladbach, I recommend Scotty Sinclair.
As the last few months he's been on great form
Big man's been on fire these days
and he's scoring for fun.
and he works just as hard as anybody else.
Дорогие тренеры, я вам советую перед матчем с Монако выбрать несколько игроков ЦСКА, таких как Игорь Кефеев, Марио Фернандес, Алан Загоев, Александр Головин, Понтус Вермблом. Я думаю, что выбрав игроков профессионального клуба ЦСКА в свою команду фэнтези, вы не прогадаете.
Food for thought there, but Leonid, how many times do we have to tell you? Only 3 players per team. You know the rules. Come on, Leonid.
Dude, come on, stop lecturing the managers. Come on, go on, expose yourself, your star picks, who you pick, come on.
I'll tell you who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Kasper Schmeichel because he's 5.5 million. Only 4 teams in the Champions League are yet to still concede a goal. Leicester are one of them, and he's got 13 points personally.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Who's
Not only he's hiding here, not because he's short like me, but Dries Mertens was already one of the best forward performing with Napoli. Now he will play for sure because Milik is out. He already had goals and assists in this opening of season. And look at this. 7 million euros,
Bargain.
virtual.
Yeah.
It's a bargain, because mind, this is fantasy football, not football, fantasy football. And these prices are the same as when Champions League has begun. This will change only after match day 3, only after this match day. So if you want to do a valuable pick, now is the time to do it.
So as the guys were saying, it's match day 3 of UCL Fantasy Football and prices can rise after this match day. So that in mind, I've picked out 4 players I think are going to rise in price after this match day. So first up, I've gone for Joshua Kimmich of Bayern Munich, 5.5 million euros. The youngster's been very good this season for Bayern in the Champions League, 2 goals already against Rostov. Next up is PSV Eindhoven and I expect him to only go on from here. Getting into the forward line, I've gone for Theo Walcott of Arsenal. 7 million euros the Arsenal man is, and he's been linking up so well with Alexis Sanchez so far this season. Had those 2 goals against Basel. Next up is Ludo Goretz. Great opportunity for him to score more points for your lineup. Staying in the forward line, Moussa Dembele of Celtic, 6 million euros right now on UCL Fantasy. Had those 2 goals against Manchester City on match day 2. He could be on 3 goals for the tournament so far if he'd scored that penalty against Barcelona. And with Gladbach coming up, I think he's going to get more goals in the competition. Last but by no means least, I've gone for Rafael Guerreiro of Dortmund. He's a defender who's actually playing in midfield for Dortmund at the moment, so he gets more opportunities to create chances from there. Plus he takes set pieces, 1 goal, 1 assist this season. Next up is Sporting, and I only expect him to go on from there.
Okay, now it's time for the pro, but mind, this is fantasy football, not football. Come on, Gaizka Mendieta, show us your Mendes.
Well, my Mendes. I like to put fantasy and real football together.
Okay.
That's why I choose my selection here. Starting with Neuer at the back, Piqué, Juan Fran, Bartra and Bernat. They're all, good on the ball. This is what matters in football.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. So Iniesta, Thiago and Koke in midfield, Bale, Messi and Agüero. I think giving the balance to all the lines.
But this is a Spanish connection, not even a single Italian on it.
No, because it's about this. So we like to talk about that, yeah?
Don't forget the 4 stars on the shirt. Don't forget.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the Wall of Fame, Gaizka, the previous guests. On match day 1, we had Christian Carambo.
Well done, Christian.
A mighty 47
Wow,
points.
Yeah.
And then on match day 2, not quite so good, the big German goalie,
Goalkeepers,
Jens with
yeah,
36. Where do you see yourself? Give yourself a score prediction for match day 2.
Tough with Christian that point, isn't it? But I think, with my players, I could get 47.5.
Can I just pull you up on one minor detail, though, guys?
Yeah, it's only minor, is okay.
Yeah, it's only minor,
It's okay, yeah.
There's a limit of 100 million euros to spend on your team.
Yeah, it depends on the exchanging rate, yeah?
103.5 million.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah,
Okay, that's easy.
What's 3.5 million euros between friends? We'll let you off, unless, of course,
Yeah,
you win.
I'm sure
and then,
Andres
of course, you
Iniesta will drop
cheated.
his... Yeah.
Right, Mesut Ozil. In goal, I've gone for Oblak. Fix himself, obviously. I've also gone for the Atletico Madrid connection in defence. Godin. Going to go a long way in the tournament. In the midfield, Ozil. Ludogorets, the Bulgarians are coming to the Emirates. And then Suarez. Just to annoy Tancredi, I've put Suarez in.
What's it with Suarez?
He's not going to annoy me. Now we'll
Doesn't know a
explain.
good footballer when he sees
Now we'll explain you why
exactly.
not
Yeah.
Suarez at this match day. But first, for me, Keylor Navas, because mine is fantasy football, not football. So maybe there are some goalkeepers that are better than Keylor Navas, but it's Real Madrid Legia, so it's hard that they will concede. Then Marcelo and Fuchs, I think, very valuable picks in defense. Mahrez, Kimmich, Di Maria midfield, and up front, I am banal with Cristiano Ronaldo, but again, it's Real Madrid Legia. And I think Cavani over Suarez. Not because Cavani is stronger than Suarez, but allow me to think that Paris Saint-Germain, Basel, Cavani and Paris Saint-Germain will have more goals than Suarez with Barcelona against Manchester City.
City have let a lot in, though,
Yeah.
in previous games. And those two, especially with Messi back on the scene now, those two are just going to rip teams apart. He's going to give you goals and assists, Suarez, so that's why he's in my team.
How many Italians in your team?
None, but we can, it's just because of
about the stars.
It's the fixture, just the fixture. By the way, dare to say that to Pep Guardiola. I want to see you saying that on the face of Pep Guardiola.
Get him in here now. Get him in here. I will do. Quick look at the world leaderboard. Well done, Shadow. Your team, A New Hope. You've won yourself a Sony PlayStation 4 and a copy of Pro Evo 2000. You're still in that one, Gaizka. Yeah,
Wow.
You're playing a blinder, mate.
That is nice. Do we host have a copy of that also? Yeah, no?
Only winners, no? Only winners.
No, come on, yours. It was in my contract, guys. It was in my contract.
Did not let you know.
Ideal is
They've
ideal.
not
I'm
told
sorry.
you.
I'm off. It was in the contract. I'm sorry. I'm off. I'm sorry.
Touchy, you can't please some people. Anyway, Gaizka, thanks for popping in. Lovely to see you. Lovely to
pleasure.
see you in the
Great.
surroundings.
Yeah.
And remember, you haven't got long to make any changes to your team ahead of match day 3. So if you want to make any changes, do them pronto. Gaizka, hit it.
No, wait. He's not finished. He's not finished.
He's back.
He was knocking at the door. Look at this guy. Son Heung-min. He has been involved in 9 goals in the last 8 games he played with club and national team. He's now playing in Tottenham and he's back at the Bay Arena. So the karma of the ex-football player, the last pick of this week. Now, go with the button.
Okay.